I did very little knitting yesterday, so now I have 3 little mini socks on the needles at once, but only for like 4 more rounds because I'm on the cuff of the yellow one. Just thought maybe you'd like to see how dangerously I knit. Love it. I've done up to 5 things on like 5 at a time. Hexapuffs before. Good morning, sunshines. It is Tuesday, the 8th of December, and I'm having a much better morning than yesterday, obviously, since I'm talking to you. I barely knit yesterday, so I have a lot to catch up on. It's fine. Obviously, I'm not knitting all of my Advent things every day. I'm doing my best to keep up, but life is a thing that is happening. So, yeah. But today is an easy day. I have to teach my kiddos at school, but I don't have to go to the yarn shop. I don't teach in the evenings. So yeah, today I'll probably not necessarily catch up on everything, but like get closer to caught up on things. I am getting ready to jump into my first meeting of the day, but I've been working on my Buffalo Crossing Quirky Fish cowl this morning. I've put in a little bit of work. I have this much yarn left, probably 2 to 3 rows. And then, so this yarn is from 3 days ago. This yarn is from yesterday. So I'm going to get started with this. I might have to do some color management though, because I'm working from the inside and outside of these cakes. And if the red and green match up, I know I'm not going to like it. So there might be some color management in this next section. We shall see. Hi friends, we are out in the world running some errands. We stopped by Meijer because I need some things for a class, and I wanted to look at a couple things to drop off to a couple of my students who needed things. So did that, made one drop off to one student. I will make a drop off to another student probably tomorrow morning because we don't have our first meeting until a little bit later in the day. So that is my plan for that. We also picked up some lunch slash dinner slash whatever meal Patrick considers it right before he goes to sleep. And we are going to go eat that because the soup place that we really like is just a couple blocks from one of my kiddos. So I tricked Patrick into coming with me on errands by telling him I would provide soup. So we have soup, and we are going to go home and watch a movie until he falls asleep, and then I'm going to watch podcasts. And while we are out and about, I am knitting on these 2 tiny socks. Aren't they cute? So cute. I finished the other one that was attached, obviously. So now just these 2. Hi friends, it's a little after 7 in the p.m. I just woke up from a nap. Patrick and I came home, we ate, and then he went to sleep for the night and I took a nap with him. And then I woke up to a text that one of my kids' grandmas has passed away from complications arising from COVID. So this is our first COVID casualty, which I am thankful for. So yeah, now I'm trying to decide if I call my kids and let them know, or if I just wait until they're back with me to let them know. Because this grandma they're not particularly close to. So she lived in the same state as us. And when we first moved here, I tried to get meetups with her, basically, so she could like hang out with her grandkids and whatever, and she was too busy with a different set of grandkids or rather 2 other sets of grandkids, and she just, every time we had plans, she would cancel. So I stopped making plans. So they don't really know her. But like, they know she exists and they kind of miss having that connection. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't made a decision. Okay, friends, so whichever one of you said, well, that's their grandma and they deserve to know, you were right. So I called them, and that was awful because they both got very upset. But, you know, it's their grandma and they deserve to know. So now they know. And now I'm going to knit just a little and then probably go back to sleep because just like most other things, I process grief by sleeping. Because sleep cures pretty much everything. Hey sunshines, it is almost midnight, so I am going to go to bed. But first, let's look at some things I did today. So I finished this sock, which was just the cuff needed to be finished this morning. And I finished this sock, and I'm almost caught up. I'm so close to caught up on the 716 Advent. Here is this sock. I have 1 round until I start the cuff, but I'll do that tomorrow. And while we're here, this is my absolute, what is this on my hand? Oh, that's marker. Because I was catching up in my journal. I didn't do it at all over the weekend. So I've done the writing for Sunday. No, I did it on Sunday, but not on Saturday, but not on Sunday. So I've caught up Sundays. I did the writing portion for today, and I have to go back and fill in tomorrow still, but I'm not doing that today. Anyway, back to this sock. This is my absolute favorite color from 716. It's Everyone Wants Petrified Hamsters, but don't know what to do with them. It is my favorite. I love it. I made a, Jenna surprised me with a sweater lot of it. So I have a sweater in this color. I have some custom striping hamsters with a black stripe. I need to get a solid skein of this to do just fun socks for myself that are not striping. I love my striping socks, but I think it would be fun to have non-striping ones too. This is my favorite color. Also, I made some changes to how I had my garland. So some days ago, I did kind of an I-cord, a crocheted I-cord, but then it was going to be too short, and I didn't like the I didn't like these freely slipping on the I-cord. So I changed my mind, and I'm ripping it out, and I'm doing 15 chains with a size D crochet hook in between each of these socks. And I think that this will be a really cute little advent calendar for one of my kiddos next year. I'm going to use the ornaments that Haley sent me last year with minis in. I'm going to use those and this and make advent calendars for my kiddos, because I was thinking of using the bulbs to make advents for my kiddos this year, and then I found out I wasn't getting them back. So yeah, I mean, not getting them back until the 23rd. My kids are coming back to me, just not yet. Anyway, so I'm almost caught up there. I started adding a square in with this color. I also put in a square with this color today. I did my Haley square today. I also did quite a bit of work on the cowl. So I added in yesterday's color. So I'm behind on this too, but it's fine. And I am doing color management because, as I expected, that green tried to butt up against the red and I hated it. So for now, I'm just cutting out all of the green sections and I will add them all in at the end. I was going to try to match them up with blue or yellow, but then I was going to have to make even more cuts to the yarn. I didn't want to do that. It seemed like too much work. especially because these color runs are not super, super long. But yeah, I'm working on the cowl. This section right here, these two stripes, I think are my favorite part of the cowl so far. I love them. Hi. Hello. She says it's bedtime. She would like some pets. Thank you. Today's socks with assist of a cat are Rebound, which was the first pair of Intarsia in the Round socks that I designed, and I love them. They were knit with Leading Men Fiber Arts London Fog and Nooch Fiber. I don't remember what the rainbow colorway is called, but I love them so, so much. They've got this fun, like bumpy, it reminds me of the Yellow Brick Road. Like, if this was yellow and bricky, but then also kind of a windy road thing. Yeah, they're kind of my Yellow Brick Road socks, even though they're not yellow. Hi, just very needy kitten. Last thing, I'm not actually tired, but my alarm does go off in about 5 hours, so I should probably try to go to sleep. So last thing, I am going to read Year of Yes. What? I'm going back to a book? Yeah, I really enjoyed the 5 pages or so that I read a few days ago, so I'm going to read this until I fall asleep, which could be 5 pages, or could be a lot of pages. I don't know. Yeah, so we shall see. I hope you had a pretty good day. I hope that even if you had a day with like bad parts, there were good parts too. My day was mostly pretty good. Seeing one of my kiddos look out his window and be like, "What are you doing here? This isn't your space." And then seeing that I had a little box in my hand for him and like seeing his whole everything light up, it was just, that was super great. So I'm holding on to that moment right now. I'm holding on to that. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.